Tanisha Laverne Grant reporting live on the blue and white carpet in Los Angeles, California for the season 1 premiere of Hills, a brand new series that premieres on STARZ August 15th. This is a must-see series. It is a modern-day Moses and Aaron, Cain and Abel, about two brothers, sibling rivalries who inherit their father's wrestling organization. One is the face, and the other is the heel. For all my wrestling fans out there, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Heels is a must-see series. You don't want to miss it. Tune into STARZ August 15th. Tanisha Laverne Grant, blackinamerica.com. Good evening. This is Tanisha Laverne Grant with Black in America, live on the multicolor blue and white carpet at the season premiere of Heels, a brand new series that's going to premiere on STARZ August 15th. I got my favorite desperado, Mr. Alan Maldonado, who stars as Rooster on the series. We've seen this brother everywhere. Yeah. Blackish, sneakerheads, killing it. Yeah. Let's just talk about Rooster. Who is Rooster?
Oh man, Rooster is he's such an electrifying wrestler that he just wants his shot. Like he wants his opportunity at the belt, and hopefully DWL gives him a shot or else.
I was going to ask now, does Rooster want his shot by any means necessary? Because he's kind of giving me like Toussaint Louverture, Malcolm X, like he ain't playing.
Yeah, he wants the belt bad and is willing to do whatever. So he's trying to be patient, listen to his the big homie Apocalypse trying to tame him a little bit, but who knows? Who knows if the Rooster will be let out of the cage? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely has a fire in his eyes. Now we got to talk about these stunts. You are killing it on these stunts. Now, this is all you, right?
Yeah. I did 90% of the stunts. I told my stunt double, I said I would say everyone 100%, but no, shout out to Spade, man. Appreciate you, brother. But I wanted to be in the ring. I wanted to wrestle. I wanted to live out that fantasy as a kid of jumping off of the couch, front flipping, back flipping, wrestling, and body slamming anybody I could.
I have seen the series. They have warned me on spoilers, so I have to be really careful of what I'm saying. But did you have any injuries at all?
No. Fortunately, working with James Harrison, all the hurt happened in the gym in the mornings. But by the time I got to the ring, I was fine. I was ready for anything.
Wow. Now, what's coming up for you? Because you're Maldonado everywhere, literally everywhere. This man has been in the business for 20 years, killing it. So, like, what's next, man?
We got Wonder Years coming next.
Wow.
Yeah, Wonder Years is coming next. I'm in the process of filming a house party right now, and I got a bunch of stuff I can't really announce yet, but in the next, I guess, couple of weeks, I have some more stuff coming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, since you've been in the business a long time, Alan, what would you say to, like, your 25-year-old self?
Oh, man, stay focused. Wow, my 25-year-old self I felt was better than I am today. like I think my 25-year-old self will cuss me out because I'm having too much fun, and it's okay. He'll be all right.
You know what, you should.
That's right. That's right.
So why do you want the audience to tune into Heels on STARZ August 15th? I mean, there's so much out there. They feed us so much. So what, in your opinion, is special about this show?
The heart of the show. The people involved, the actors, from the showrunner down, Mike O'Malley. Shout out to Mike O'Malley. He really set the tone for us to perform and really give a great performance. So any character on the show, I feel like somebody's going to be able to relate to one or two or three, and just have a bleeding heart for them.
Okay. Now, one of my viewers wants to know, what's up with the hair? They want to know about your hair products. Women are like, wait a second, his hair looks better than mine. His hair looks better than mine. What is the brother's program for the hair?
Fruits and berries.
Fruits and berries. He's taking it back to fruits and berries. Alan, thank you so much. We got Candace-Lippman, who is part of the STARZ family, on a show called Blindspotting. I'm still waiting to interview talent for Blindspotting, so I got Candace. Let's talk a little bit about Blindspotting. What is Blindspotting about?
Blindspotting is about a family trying to navigate the broken prison system and how it not only affects those who are incarcerated, but their village, their community around them. So we're really trying to shed light on a broken prison system, but we're doing it through a comedic way with a whole bunch of artistic elements like spoken word poetry, dream sequences, dance, like it's dope.
Wow. How did you learn that you were going to be a part of this, and what resonated with you when you learned you were going to be a part of this?
Oh my goodness. Listen, that's a whole testimony. Okay.
Give it to me, girl. Give it to me. We got time. We got time.
I remember when I initially got the first audition from my agent, I did not know anything about the movie. I didn't know Raphael or David, and I was like, what is this? So I watched the movie, completely fell in love with the movie. Like, I was like, God, this messaging, the art, like, I was like, God, like, if there's any way I could be a part of this, please, Jesus, right? So then I went through the whole audition process. I had to do the chemistry reads, the producer sessions, all that stuff. Didn't hear anything for like weeks, right?
Oh, don't you hate that?
Man, and especially when you get such great feedback, you know, you're like, what the heck? But I will say, after the very first audition, I wrote on a piece of paper and I put it on my wall, Candace Nicholas-Lippman, set to star as Janelle in the Blindspotting series. And I have it framed to this day.
I love
so
that.
even when it looks like it was not going to happen, I was still believing by faith it was going to happen because I was Janelle. Okay?
Manifested. Well, congratulations. I wish you all the best on Blindspotting. But before I let you go, there's been a lot of great movies that come out in 2021.
Yeah.
You got a top 5? Top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah, come
For
on, girl.
2021?
Burn off that synapse, some neurotransmitters.
You want to know, I will say, I actually like, was Quiet Place 2? Did that one come out this 2021? Quiet Place 2, Black Widow, because I really love Scarlett Johansson. She's so beautiful and sexy. She's just amazing. One day, God willing, see, I'm manifesting a Marvel film, too. You know what I'm saying?
Believe.
Yes, believe.
I love it. That's how we're all
Yes.
here, girl. That's how we're all here.
Yes.
So why do you want your audience to tune in to see you on Blindspotting?
Listen, y'all need to tune in to see Blindspotting because there's literally no other show that's out there on television right now. We are representing the town, the Bay, in a way that's never been seen before. From the culture, from the music, from the artistry. We are bringing you into all the beauty that the Bay has to offer. Plus, this show is led by women of color. Okay.
And there we have it. There we have it. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank
Continue
you.
blessings. Continue
Thank you
blessings.
so much.
Ready for you.
Hi, how are you? You look amazing.
Thank you so much. Cat suit, girl had to be comfy, didn't know what it was going to be. So, some necklaces. Thank you. I know we love our baubles. We love our baubles. Allison, you play, I want to say, the first lady. You're like the first
that.
you're like the first lady of wrestling.
I love that.
And I love your character, Staci. I think she speaks to the heart of women everywhere. You know, she really does. I mean, there were some scenes I can't give it away because I don't want to get in trouble for the spoilers. But Staci Spade is a woman that America is going to fall in love with. So talk to me a little bit, Allison, about first getting cast, you know, and what resonated with you when you were reading the script for Staci.
Well, I mean, first of all, I feel extremely privileged to be playing Staci. I love being able to represent the stay-at-home mother and wife and the challenges that they face, which I think are extremely relatable, and I love that they touch on that in the show.
Thank you.
But when I first read this script, I mean, I was sold within the first line when it said, Staci Spade, Spitfire Peach, Georgia Peach, enters the arena, beer splashes on her long legs, and she's the only one cheering for the heel. I was like, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, sure.
I love it.
I know, right?
Are you a face or heel?
In real life, I would like to think I'm a face, but if I had the option to play a role, I would like to play a heel.
You like to play a
Yeah.
heel?
Yeah.
I love that. Staci, and I'm calling you Staci. I do
love
that.
it.
I do that sometimes.
Everyone did that.
Allison. To women, the stay-at-home mom, you know, they are going, girl, when this, all I have to say is when you guys see this show, you're going to have a serious fan base. You're going to have a serious fan base. So on that message, what would you like to do to, what would you like to say to inspire women who are stay-at-home moms, who are feeling a little bit conflicted and, you know, feeling like they kind of gave up too much of themselves and lost themselves? Like, what would you like to say to that audience?
Well, I know that I'm certainly not the one that coined this phrase, and I'm certainly not the one that made this up, but I think we could all use reminders that you have to prioritize yourself, and in order to take care of others, you have to know and take care of yourself. And I mean, now we're living in a world where like self-care is second nature, and we're encouraged to do that, but I think it's more than just, you know, pampering and self-care. I think it's like digging deep, like what makes you tick, because once you figure out what makes you tick, you can help inspire the people around you to tick. It's your confidence, it's your well-being, you know.
I love that. What makes you tick? You guys are going to watch Heels and Hills is going to make you tick. Allison, thank you so much. Continued blessings and success. Tanisha Laverne, Grand Live on the blue and white carpet at the season 1 premiere of Hills, which premieres on STARZ August 15th. This is an amazing show. Congratulations.
So
I have been trying so hard in every interview to not throw out any spoilers.
I'll spoil it. I'll just spoil it all right here. I'll tell everybody exactly what happened.
Guys, I am calling this like a modern day Cain and Abel. Is two brothers who inherit Heels. Premieres on STARZ August 15th. Two brothers inherit their father's wrestling organization. Why wrestling?
Why wrestling? That's a question my parents asked a lot as I was growing up, and I was obsessed with wrestling.
Wow.
I was such a fan from the time I was a little kid. I loved it so much, and I always thought it would be cool to tell a story in that world about the backstage drama and the lives of these performers outside of the ring. So
It's so good, and it's so middle America, and it's so appealing. There are so many stories, and it's so relatable. You know, was there an episode that you possibly have been on set for that you were like, oh my God, okay, we got a winner. This is really going to be a hit. This is it. Checking the gates, got it. This show's going to be a hit.
well, they're all my children. I love them. I love them all.
You got a favorite kid. You got a favorite kid.
I love them all equally. I'm excited to watch the pilot with everybody tonight. I wrote the first episode back in 2013. So a long time ago, and it was the script that sort of started my career, and so it'll be cool to see how it came to life and see how people respond to it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
Appreciate
chatting
it.
with us today.
Cool.
You guys, Heels is amazing.
Yes,
This guy,
it is.
this is his baby. I'm telling you, it's so good.
Thank
you. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Congratulations on being cast in such an amazing series. How are you feeling about that?
Feel good. Feel good.
And you're like a real life athlete, you know.
I was.
Well,
I was in
still,
real
once
life.
an athlete, always an athlete.
No, it's a little different when you're not actually doing it anymore. You don't have to put in that type of effort. You don't have to stress your body and all that. It's a little different. It's a lot easier portraying portraying an athlete.
So what resonated with you when you were cast in this? When you read the script, when you got tapped, first of all, you know, like, hey, we got something for you. Heels, two brothers, sibling rivalry, Cain and Abel, Moses and Aaron. You know, talk to me about that.
What happened is this is my actual first first big role. So it was.
What?
Yeah, so it was, get your foot in the door. I don't give a
What a foot! Wait a minute. What a foot!
Yeah, so it was, it was an opportunity. I had talked to Mike and Pete and went in. I read, for them in front of them, and it kind of just, went from there.
Wow. So what has been on set? What is one of the biggest misnomers you think that people have about working as an actor, that you learned?
The thing that I learned is I thought the hardest thing would be like remembering your lines, and it's not, because like you do the same thing like 15, 20 times. It's going to be a scene in this movie that in the series that'll be maybe a minute and a half, and it'll be like all of us in there. That was 12, 14 hours.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think people realize that.
yeah, the hardest thing is getting, getting the feel of what you're actually saying and portraying those emotions and expressing those feelings, especially when it's like no words. It's just face acting.
Well, you know what? I've watched the series, and you do an excellent job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Really do an excellent job. What is it about the show that has touched you, to the heart of who you are?
Well, I think that my character that I'm portraying is someone that, I actually, not take away the alcohol, is someone that, I actually portrayed when I was playing. It was a guy that, was, talking to the younger guys, trying to get them to understand the business, and, things will come in time. And that's where, Apocalypse is with dealing with, Rooster and their development of their relationship.
Rooster's kind of off the chain a little bit. Your character's like, bruh, can you just take it down just a notch? I hear you. I see you. Do you have a real life like Rooster in your life, one of your homies, who you're always like, come on, I hear you, bruh?
I can't say I have a real life homeboy like that. So, yeah. Nah. I kind of cut ties with I had to when I was going through my high school into college years, and
I get it.
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, people that weren't aligned on the same things that you were, you had to break those ties.
Gotta clear that frequency.
Yeah.
Gotta keep that frequency clear. So again, you guys, this is an amazing show. Heels. It premieres on STARZ August 15th. I love the show. I watched the entire season. Can't give away any spoilers, but I want this gentleman to tell me why you want viewers to watch STARZ, because there's just so much out there. People got mad options.
I think that they'll be able to connect with the characters, their victories, their defeats, the struggles, and just the dynamics outside the ring that people can see in everyday life.
I love that. Thank you so much. Congratulations. I got Mary McCormack, who plays one of my favorite characters on the show, Willie. She is a buster.
Yeah, she's tough.
I love her.
Yeah, me too.
You do her so well. Based off of anybody you know?
Cranky. I am a little cranky. Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
My brother calls me tough love.
Tough love. We gotta have that. So are you the older or are you the younger?
My brother's younger, but I have an older sister. I'm in the middle.
Oh, you're in the middle. Oh, you're that girl. I understand you. I see you now.
That's right.
So talk a little bit about getting cast in this and what resonated with you when you learned you were going to be a part of Heels.
I was never, I wasn't that familiar with wrestling. I'm more familiar now, but I wasn't then, and I just read the script. And it's, I loved Friday Night Lights, and I didn't know anything about football. Don't tell James. But I really didn't know anything about football, and I was obsessed with Friday Night Lights. And I think for me, when I picked up this script, it was just beautifully written. It's like it's beautiful stories about family dynamics and a small town dynamics and people chasing their dreams. And that's always, to me, those are themes that are interesting.
I love that.
Yeah.
Was there ever time, as an artist, a creative person, that you felt like you were just so tapped out that you didn't have anything to bring to the canvas? And if so, how did you restart yourself?
There was a time I was doing a TV show called In Plain Sight, and I think I was 7 months pregnant and working sort of 16-hour days. That was tough. And I had 2 other kids at home. So that was a tough time in my life. I was lucky to be working, and I loved the part, and I loved the show, but I literally was like, I would sleep on the floor on my mark because it was I just couldn't get to a chair. I was like, I'll just sleep here while you light around me. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. But,
Because now, it's a constant evolution.
Yeah, and that was a single lead show. And those are harder for actors, especially mothers. And my husband was working away, and so that's this is an ensemble, which is really fun. Like the West Wing was an ensemble, so you have great material, and there's a bunch of you, so you're handing off the ball all the time.
You know what I love about this show? I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I love the girl power. And what I love about Willie is a teacher. Willie will snatch you and get you together.
Yeah, she calls them all idiots.
I love
Get
that.
over here, idiots.
So what is it about this show that speaks to the heart of who you are?
To me, their chasing this dream feels a little like how show business people feel. How show folk feel, and certainly how I felt coming out of up in the theater. Yeah. It's like you just want to put on a great show at any cost, and you hope someone notices you. And that's what these guys are like.
You've done a great job. Congratulations. Thank you so much for chatting with us today. Thank you. Alexander Ludwig, I read somewhere that you're an extreme skier.
Yeah, I was once upon a time. Yeah.
What does extreme skiing look like? I think I've done the blue. I think that's max for me. You've done Black Diamond. You're one of them Black Diamond guys?
Yeah, it's like I used to compete in freestyle, so like slopestyle competitions and big mountains. So like slopestyle would be more like in the park, so you'd be doing like, tricks off jumps and on rails and stuff like that. And big mountain would be, you go to this big run that's filled with cliffs and stuff, and you make your own line. So you'll jump off a few cliffs and you'll do a few aerials and stuff like that. So that's, that was years ago now, but I loved it, and every chance I get, I still try to make it on the mountain.
Well, congratulations on being a lead in Heels, a Spade.
Thank you so much.
In real life, are you the face or are you the heel?
Oh, man, it depends how much sleep I got the night before.
I hear that, Alexander. I hear that. My kid brother's name is Alexander, so I love the name Alexander. What resonated with you when you learned you were going to be a part of this? I mean, you guys have such an ensemble cast. The chemistry, you have such chemistry, amazing chemistry with everyone you're in the scene with.
It wasn't hard. I mean, these people are incredible. They're amazing actors and actresses. When STARZ sent me the script originally, I loved it. I immediately fell in love with it, but I needed to know who was going to play Jack before I signed on because, that relationship is so important. When I found out Steven was on board, it was a no-brainer for me. We met shortly after that, and I'm so grateful we're doing this together. I couldn't ask for a better partner in this whole thing.
I love it. Yeah. I know you guys got to go in. Why do you want the audience to tune in to Heels on STARZ August 15th? There's so much out there. We have so many options. Sell the show, man. Sell the show, Alexander.
Look, it's I want to do this for years, so watch it for me. But if I'm not enough, look, this is an amazing story, amazing characters. This world is insane, and there's nothing like it on TV right now.
Yeah, you can see it in his home, Vancouver, Canada. Yeah. You can see it. You can get it in Vancouver.
Exactly.
Love you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. O'Malley, congratulations on an amazing show.
Thank you.
I watched all 8 episodes, back to back.
I love it.
Yes, yes. How does it feel to see it all come to fruition for you?
Well, in this business, whenever you can work in this business, you're happy. And to have done this during the pandemic and have it turn out as great as it has is a great joy to me and everyone.
The actors did their own stunts.
They were unbelievable. They really knew how to wrestle. They were really wrestling. They were really, jumping off stuff and jumping onto each other. They were remarkable, especially this guy, Alexander Ludwig. It's just unbelievable.
I loved watching him. He's an extreme skier. Did you know that?
I didn't, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I try not to do stuff where I can get hurt.
You know what? I don't blame you.
Like fall in love!
Uh-oh. No, you got to fall in love. We got to fall in
love with
love.
my wife.
I love it. Where is she?
She's on vacation.
Oh.
There's an adage in show business. If you want to book a job, if you're out of work, book a vacation, and then you'll get a job. And so we booked a vacation in upstate New York on a lake. They're all there. I flew back this morning.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Watching the show come together, do you have a scene that resonates with you in a very special way? Because this is a special series, you guys, and I'm not just saying that because Mr. Mike O'Malley is standing right here. But this really is an amazing show. It speaks to the heart of everyone. There's something in this show for everyone.
You're nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really love the scene. With Ace and Thomas when Ace is asking about who cleaned up his grandfather after he was shot.
Okay, I'm going to get real personal with you here. So my father just passed.
I'm sorry.
His name is Thomas.
Oh, sorry.
And watching it, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I think,
sure.
again, that's why the show, I get it.
It resonates with people.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's because just like you said, you see a scene between a father and a son, you think of your own father. You think of, your own mother. You think of how you get along with your siblings. You think about how you get along with your friends. So it's really it's rewarding to work with actors and let someone produce something that's really meaningful.
And you did that.
Yeah. Do you guys drink M Special beer? That's the proprietor right there.
All right,
Okay?
M
Right
Special
there.
Beer.
Right there.
We'll go check it out. M Special Beer. He's shouting you out. This is a great friend you got. A great friend. Woo, we're in there.
He just directed he directed the documentary about Biggie.
Oh, what?
That guy right there.
Biggie?
Yes. He and his brother. The Malloy brothers. Come on, man.
The Malloy brothers. Shout out to the Malloy brothers. Great man right here. Supporting his friends and all their endeavors. I cannot wait for season 2.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so much.
thoughtfully watching the show and asking those questions.
Thank you. This is an amazing ensemble cast.
It damn well is, that's for sure.
So congratulations to being a part
Thank you.
of an amazing ensemble
Thank
cast.
you. I'm just happy to be here. I hope they bring me back. That's all I want. I love them all.
I will. I mean, what am I saying? I will.
Yes,
I'm
you
praying.
make sure that you call them and say you better bring Vicky Rabies back because she's
Like,
the best.
I got all the clout. I got all the pull here. I'm going to
right.
call them up and
That's
say, get on it.
Get on it.
So this series is just hands down amazing.
It
I
is.
love it. I've watched
Good.
every episode.
You did. I loved it.
I
too.
watched every
Yeah,
episode.
It's amazing.
So what resonated with you? That's something I've been asking all of your fellow cast members. Like, what resonated with you when you learned you were going to be a part of this?
I just never read anything like it. I didn't know any shows about the WWF. Like, I was like, okay. And then I read it and had so much heart and grit and love. I was crying. I was like, this is amazing. Like, the writing was amazing. And then when I met everybody, just the diversity and there's so much, everyone is so different. Every character.
I love about the show.
Yeah, nobody
appeals to everyone's sense and sensibility.
Yeah.
There is something for everyone in this show.
Yeah.
I love the girl power.
Oh, definitely.
Let's talk about that.
That's my thing. Like, and I'm kind of mentoring Crystal, and I'm kind of like the old school that didn't get to have a voice and didn't get to do what I wanted, and I see her, and it's like getting able to, mentor a younger girl and being like, no, it's your time now. Like, you can, you speak up. You don't need to just be the girlfriend. And that was really, really cool. Yeah, and definitely, and the girl support, female support. Yep. We need it. Yeah.
You guys do it so well. So before we wrap up, why do you want viewers to tune into the show? Season premiere, August 15th. There's so much out there. We have so many options now.
That is so true. I get overwhelmed sometimes, but honestly, I've never seen a show like this. I mean, the athleticism, the choreography, it has something for the guys, something for the girls, I don't care who you are, what you look like, what you're oriented. Literally, there is something for every person. There's heart, there's grit, there's sweat, there's, story about love and about dreams and about, like, when do you know to let go? And when is it over? You know what I mean?
Never over. Right. It's not over until it's over.
That's what I like about the show. It's not about a bunch of children.
Over until it's over. Right. So
exactly.
Congratulations once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You look amazing.
So do you.
Thank you. We got our crosses on. We did the whole
go.
jewelry thing. You're amazing on this show.
Thank you.
Hands down 54.
Come on.
You don't even know what that means, do you?
What is it?
It's just a slang that we would say in the city, hands down 54. It's a little
that's
patty
weird
cake
'cause
game.
I'm 54 years old.
What?
Hands up,
See?
54.
The frequency. Some told me to throw the number out there. Well, congratulations. You make 54 look amazing. A youthful 54.
Where were we?
You're talking to me about what resonated with you when you learned you were going to be a part of such an amazing series with an amazing ensemble cast.
The biggest thing was my dream came true because I love
that because this show is about dreams coming true.
I know, and you know what? That's one of those things that I would have in the past thought, don't tell me dreams come true. They come true for everybody, But I got to tell you, in my case, this is a dream come true. Here's what we got. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm playing a wrestler. I couldn't wrestle for shit.
Oh, wow.
But I can play like I can. And my wife designed all the costumes that I'm wearing to make me look like a million. So
what?
What's missing from that? Nothing.
You cannot beat that with a bat.
I am that.
Did this look together for you with the leather and the jeans and the cowboy boots?
Yeah, she talked me into this one.
I like the whole look.
Thank
the glasses, everything.
Thank you very
So
much.
why do you want viewers to tune in to watch Heels on STARZ, which premieres August 15th?
I want viewers to tune in and watch Heels because you are going to see real human beings in these characters. You're going to see people who you relate to, and you're not going to see kind of a BS blown up TV version. You're going to see people who have to work hard for their money. You're going to see people who get what they want. You're going to see people who don't get what they want. And you're going to see families trying to be there for each other in the middle of tragedy and grief. And we're not blowing smoke. This isn't like super hardcore drama, but there's a lot of real in this. And the world of wrestling deserves a dignified, respectful look at what goes into that kind of entertainment, and we give you that too.
I love that. Soundbite of the year.
Boom.
Soundbite of the year. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Chris Bauer.
Thank you.
Tune in August 15th to STARZ for Heels. Tanish Laverne Grant, blackinamerica.com. We're rolling. We're on the Hills Blown Right carpet. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, man. It's good to see everybody from the cast again.
Yeah, what an amazing ensemble cast.
Right? Amazing.
You guys are killing it. I love the show.
Good.
I watched all 8 episodes.
You watched all 8?
I watched all 8, baby.
I'm jealous of you.
Yeah, you can't be a good journalist just like, picking and choosing. I sat and I watched all 8 episodes. I leaned in. I can't give out any spoilers.
No spoilers.
Can't give out any spoilers.
I agree with you.
What was it about the show, or what was it about your character that resonated with you when you learned you were going to be a part of this show?
Man, for me it was what was so interesting to me was in the ring he was this heel, this bad guy, and then outside of the ring he was this good dude who was just there for his friends. And for me, I mean, that's what I connected to the most, was being, sometimes I get to play these bad characters in theater or whatever I was doing in New York, playing, all these different types of characters, bad dudes, and then in real life I'm a good dude. I'm a teddy bear, right? You see it.
So you're a face.
You see it. I'm a face. I like the heel vibe, right?
Everybody likes the heel vibe, but nobody really wants to be the heel.
I like the heel vibe, but I think I'm a face. I don't know.
You got a great face.
Thank you. I appreciate
You know what? It's kind of hard to see you as a heel, though.
Really?
You would have to be the face.
Well, talk to the guys. Tell them that I should be a face. I agree with you.
You would have to be the face. So why do you want viewers to tune in for this bad boy?
Why do I want to be what?
Why do you want the viewers to tune in for this show?
Oh, I want the viewers to start seeing wrestling as an art form. And I think with this show you start to really see what the behind the scenes world is like, and see why people actually love this thing.
I love it.
Yeah, hell.
I love it. They're gonna love you.
I hope so.
They will. They will.
Please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hi, Steven.
Hi, how are you?
First of all, woohoo!
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
fix that for you. Looking good, brother.
I haven't. I just met. This is my buddy Warren Alfie Baker who put this together. But I went over to his house to try stuff on. Poor guy picked like 11 suits. I saw this suit. I'm like, we're done. We're done. This is the one.
I love your character.
Thank you.
In real life, would you prefer to be the face or the heel?
Well, I think the heel. I think you want that. I think you want that occasional pop, and you want the people to love you as a face. But what you can do as a heel is you can be so deplorable that you'll actually make everyone love the good guy all the better.
The setup.
Makes sense?
I get it.
You only hate the good guy as much as you hate the bad.
I get it. I love the show.
Thank you.
From episode 1 all the way through to 8. I absolutely love
So you're
this.
the second person I've met that's seen
Yeah,
8, and I haven't seen it. Okay.
I absolutely love this show. When you got the script, what resonated with you about your character that touched you to the heart of who you are?
I think by the end of it, the fact that at the end of that first episode, Jack makes such a critical, kind of unconscionable mistake, right?
I'm sorry not to get you, but I want to shake Jack sometimes.
I know, but that's the thing. Listen, everyone goes through that moment in their life where they totally fuck up and they do the wrong thing, and Jack did the wrong thing. But that's interesting, right? Everyone messes up at some point in their life.
Yeah.
I mean, not you.
No, I'm perfect.
I know.
This guy knows Adam, my DP. He knows I'm perfection personified. So the stunts.
Yeah.
You do them yourself?
Yeah, too many. Too many.
Any injuries?
Yeah, I broke my back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I suffered a compression fracture in my T10 and L1 vertebrae during the first episode of the show. But I healed up. I'm all good.
You're all good.
Yeah, I'm all good.
We're going to do some stunt doubles next season.
But,
We can't have that.
otherwise, I'm flirting with divorce.
You're the lead. You're the face. You're the face. You're the face.
I'm the heel that's the face.
You are. You're the face. Congratulations. Thank you so much again for chatting with us on one of my favorite shows, Run the World. You guys did that thing. How are you feeling?
I feel good. The audience response has been so overwhelmingly positive. People are so feeling just seen and represented and excited and dying for a season 2 announcement, which, I'm just going to go ahead and say it's on its way. It's coming. It's very positive. Yes. But yeah, I feel so good. It's so nice to be a part of something that means something to people.
For me, it touched me. It touched my soul. I came of age in Harlem. Harlem is my home.
Yes.
So to see my life reflected back at me is truly amazing. So what would you like to see in your character in the next season of Run the World?
I think I'd like to see her be really find her own voice in her professional setting. I think like in the academic setting, she's really been living underneath her boyfriend, her thesis advisor's shadow professionally. And it's one thing to do that personally and to fall into that trap, but professionally, like, I just think there's so much more that we can see from her and see her just like flourish and really find her way. And I think, oddly enough, I feel like some of that flourishing is going to come from her adversary, who is like, if you watch the show, it's Donda Baptiste, and she kind of like shades her at her party. But I think at the end, that's going to be the person that helps her really find her way. So I'm excited to hopefully watch that unravel. I mean, I love it. Yeah.
STARZ has so many amazing shows, run the world, but we're here for Heels. Tune in for Heels.
Tune in for Heels.
Tune in for Run the World. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Always good to see you. First of all, I love your character. Number one, her name is Crystal. My sister's name is Crystal, my baby sister, who I absolutely love. So much girl power on the show.
Absolutely.
Let's talk to me a little bit about what resonated with you when you read for this role.
I loved Crystal from the second that I read those first few lines. I love that she's a badass. I love that she's got a very quiet resilience to her throughout the whole show, and she doesn't always need to prove herself so outright, and it shows itself as the show goes on. I like that she's a small town girl, just has a dream. I mean, don't we all? I mean, I totally related to her in that sense, but I just instantly connected with her, and I'm so glad I got to play her.
Now, where are you from?
I am from a town called Moore Park. It's in California, small little town. Yeah. Right next to Thousand Oaks, yeah. I usually have to reference Thousand Oaks because nobody knows where Moore Park is.
I've actually heard of Moore Park.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah. Not that I'm a geography person, but, you live in LA long enough, you kind of learn, like, the way of the land a little bit. So, was there a scene that resonated with you and you were like, wow, this is going to be a hit show? This could be a hit show. I think it's a hit show.
Absolutely. There are so many, and it's the same energy when you're filming it as to when I'm watching some of these scenes. And I haven't seen the whole show yet, so I think there are some scenes coming up in later episodes that are wild and super exciting. I think a lot of the wrestling sequences are just so well done. They're so cinematic.
I can't give away any spoilers. Pay attention to this one. It's all I have to say. Pay attention to this one.
I agree that Crystal makes her mark amongst all these boys, so stay tuned for it.
So much girl power, and that is why I love Heels. I had no idea, and that's great writing. Like from episode 1 to the last episode, I had no idea, and I just love the show. So one more thing, this show speaks to holding on to your dream, activating for your dream. What would you like to say to the audience for all those dream seekers out there who sometimes kind of feel like, oh, you know what? I might want to throw in the towel here.
Absolutely. I've been there. It has not always been an easy journey. Something I've had to learn even recently is fearlessness. And it's much easier said than done, not caring what people think and putting yourself first. But if you sit with yourself and just analyze, what do I want instead of what the people around me are telling me? What do I want and how am I going to make this happen? And make a plan for yourself, however long that takes. Stick to you. Stick to what you want, and I promise that's going to feel the most authentically amazing when it does pay off.
I love that. Thank you so much, Kellie. Kellie S. Crystal. Tune in to Heels on STARZ August 15th. You won't be disappointed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.